The wicked problem of how to create meaningful interaction between all students and technology is a problem with multiple solutions. How do we keep students engaged while at the same time allowing them to fully understand and connect with the content? In a survey of 61 teachers, 87% of survey respondents said that they already have students present information using technology. The question becomes, how do we tell if students are engaged in interacting with the content and not merely skimming over it just to present the information? This is what makes creating meaningful interactions between all students and technology a wicked problem. This problem is composed of multiple problems within it and creates multiple solutions. This wicked problem also has some solutions. In the survey I conducted, over half of the teachers had access to one-to-one devices in their classroom, and every teacher that responded had some type of access to devices on a regular basis. Giving teachers more technology is not going to magically create student interaction. According to Warren Berger in his book, A More Beautiful Question, when students are asking more questions in the classroom, a higher interest and engagement rate in the content follows. Of the teachers surveyed who had to impose question limits on students, 50% said time was the biggest factor. Since we cannot create more time, how do we better use the time allocated to us to help students ask questions to increase their engagement? One way to give students more time to ask questions is to use such technologies as Padlet, Google Classroom, Google Keep, Forms, or surveys. These technologies give every student in the classroom a chance to ask questions in their own timing. As Berger points out, our questions that we search in the internet are so predictable we don't even have to finish them. How do we get students to realize that there are questions that can't be answered by a simple internet search? How do we get them to recognize those more challenging questions? Sometimes as teachers, it can be difficult to come up with these questions that students just can't answer and aren't rote memorization. A program that helps teachers come up with these questions is called a Google a Day, where the questions can't be answered with just a short Google search. Pushing students to ask why and to dive deeper in the questions that are being posed and to learn how to ask deeper questions themselves. Another solution to get students to ask more questions and interact more deeply is to have inquiry-based projects where students can create questions based on the content matter. In How People Learn by Bransford, Brown, and Tocking, they wrote that learners who see usefulness in the content are more motivated to learn. In a study done by Bovary, Shore, Kasesi, Yang, and Hua, they found that inquiry-based learning created higher motivation levels in all students who performed inquiry-based projects on a regular basis, meaning students who are asking questions about their learning are engaging with the content more. These three solutions are by no means the only solutions to creating meaningful student interaction between students and technology. Rather, they are the stepping stones to increasing student interaction using technology.